All right, so I'm going back into doing what I was doing in my real life in just a minute. First of all, shouts out to Ignorant Rizzy. It's his birthday today. Thought you could run for me, bitch. Happy fucking birthday. With that being said, we're gonna watch why Piccolo is Gohan's goddamn dad. It's a joke from Team 4-Star. Honestly, in all honesty, some people have said they had not actually seen the Team 4-Star clip, and I haven't seen it for fucking years. So we're gonna watch it. Why Piccolo is Gohan's dad? Debate. It's a smaller video, but the point is being made. Great fucking thumbnail. Piccolo loves Gohan Team 4-Star. That's what we're here to watch. Is Piccolo being in love with Gohan, which is a running joke from Team 4-Star series, and basically everybody who watched Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Like, Piccolo literally had to just raise his best friend's kid because Goku was fucking dead. I really appreciate you guys for bringing this back to my attention. After this, we have like a, not really a debate, but like a fun little debate at the end. Keep it simple. Here we go. Play. Fucking I haven't seen this shit in so long, dude.
Huh? Daddy!
Hey, son!
What happened?
I don't know. I think I won.
You're the best, Daddy!
Uh-huh. Now let's go on, go home. It's almost time for Dick Fist.
I'm gonna steal that kid.
Wait, what the hell? You can regenerate?
Yeah, and you know what else?
What?
I didn't go on by. All right, you little... All right, it's time to redeem myself through one final act of redemption. I'll save Gohan and... Wait a second. Why didn't I just grab him? I can probably still do that now, actually. Yeah, that's it. I'll grab him and throw him out of the way.
Doesn't make any goddamn sense to this day. Nerd!
What?
Gohan, Krillin, Piccolo, get on out of here. I'll take Freezer myself.
But Dad!
No buts.
No buts.
Piccolo, you take care of Gohan.
So, keep doing what I've been doing then?
Yeah, huh?
Yeah,
Yep.
I figured. Let's go.
Dad! Beat him within an inch of his life and hang him up by his entrails!
Wow. He sounds like he's had a hard time. Piccolo should really have
You
a
just
talk
fix
with
that
him.
shit.
What? Who's there?
Bitch, you look like Goku.
And you look like a Yoshi.
I get that. Now hand over the kid.
Oh, you want this kid?
I want him.
You want this kid?
I want him.
You want this kid?
I want him.
You want?
I want that kid!
Hi, Mr. Piccolo!
Merry Christmas.
Mr. Piccolo!
He be getting his ass beat, bro. That kid's fucked up.
The boss is gonna love this!
Hey, Gohan. Gohan, you want to do that thing where you get really mad and start beating the guy up? Gohan?
Please.
Gohan? Don't you f***ing ignore me.
Wait! You can't just take off on your own!
Are you giving me orders?
No, I'm trying to help you!
Oh, well, I'm sorry, but I don't listen to bastards.
It's your fault. You did that.
Gohan,
Yeah?
you're a good kid.
Oh. Thanks?
The first chance you had to drop this gig, you tried to hand it off to Goku. Goku! He doesn't even look after his own kid. I look after his kid more than he does. All right, better go save Gohan.
What about the others?
What about the others?
Right? Who gives a shit?
Go back to sleep, Gohan.
Cute. That's basically just like all the clips combined together from Team 4-Star that have that running joke going about Piccolo being Gohan's dad. After this, now we're gonna watch other videos I didn't know existed about an argument going on about Piccolo being Gohan's dad. All right, this one's significantly shorter, but new. 20, no, not very new. Not very new at all.
Standing in front of Piccolo's clone reminds me of when we fought him in the World Tournament. Though that was quite some time ago.
Yeah, Piccolo's definitely changed a bunch since then, huh?
Why is it such a fucking nerd?
He's not a bad guy anymore.
Indeed, he doesn't seem to have a shred of evil left in him anymore.
Oh, by the way, did you know Piccolo babysits Pan when Gohan and his wife are out of the house? Isn't that neat?
Do they keep it going?
He calms her down and changes her diapers. I hear he's pretty good at it. He even makes baby food for her. Definitely the perfect babysitter.
Piccolo changing diapers? I can't tell which one of you is actually Pan's grandfather anymore.
Hey, you sound just like Chi-Chi. She says Piccolo makes a better grandpa than me.
See, but I think the whole point of this is to show how they, like, in their friendship, nothing has changed. Like, Goku does his part, Piccolo does his part, and then they still relate to each other, right? Like, that clearly is what they mean.
I think that's something you should be particularly proud of as Pan's actual grandfather. Listen, and I don't think you should go telling people that Piccolo is taking care of
You should definitely tell people.
Huh? Why is that?
Yeah.
Well, to protect Piccolo's image, I guess.
His image?
Let's end this conversation here, shall we?
Yeah, let's take care of this Piccolo clone and show him who's grandpa. Me.
That's cute. There's more clips from that. We're not going to get deep into that, but if you guys want to see it, it's the Dragon Ball FighterZ.
It is so clearly obvious that Piccolo is the better father when compared to Goku.
That is not what I'm saying. I am completely joking. Okay? But run the shit.
I mean, Goku goes and wanks off to shirk off his responsibilities while Piccolo is up on Kami's lookout
That's not what I
meditating.
said. I didn't say this.
Hello there,
What's
beautiful
up?
friends from around the world. I'm going to be your host, Black and Fist, and here I want to really bring an examination of another one of Dragon Ball Z.
Bro, you doing a lot.
prevalent
You doing a
games,
lot.
and that
You really in that shit. You whipping the pot.
is Piccolo really a better father than Goku? And I thought no better way to start this off with probably the biggest criticism that Goku receives. And of course, Goku is always away from his family and away from his sons. Yes, many people grill Goku on this issue, but has anyone ever stopped to think about how much Piccolo has spent with Gohan? Now, before we go into this, obviously Piccolo is not Gohan's father, so he does not have the responsibility that Goku
Bro,
does.
he's really going in. He's actually going in.
Obviously, Goku is Gohan's father, but if we are going to say that he's a better father than Goku,
Who is
then we
we?
have to
You said it. We didn't say shit. You said that.
think of him as a father. And that's kind of weird too, because when compared to Goku, Piccolo actually spends less time with Gohan than Goku. I'm pretty sure this is a fact that'll shock a lot of people.
No, it is not. No, it's not a fact. No. You told us that we... No. No, it's not.
And I think the reason it does is because people who just accept these premises really don't think about what they're saying. But we examine all the
accept
time
these
that Piccolo-
premises. Why is he... He said people who accept these premises don't realize what they're saying. Yes, we do. We're making a joke. Ain't nobody out here really rolling for that. It's a fucking joke. Obviously, if Goku's dead, he can't raise his fucking son. Obviously, if he's out saving the world, he can't raise his fucking son. It's just funny that he isn't the greatest dad. Now, it's weird to take this and turn it into Goku's the greatest dad. He is not. But it's not the Goku show. You know what I'm saying? It's Dragon Ball Z. It's about more than just these characters. Because that's what Dragon Ball Z is about, like these arcs. They're not about people's everyday life. Even though they show you snippets of it, that's not the focus of the show. You know what I'm saying?
Spend with Gohan. The most time that Piccolo ever spent in the entire series just with Gohan is within 4 months when he was first training him in the
It's a
Saiyan
weird
Saga.
timeline, but yeah.
That is the most time that we've seen him confirmed in the whole series. Now, if we just go back and turn this around and say that if Goku only spent 4 months of extended time with Gohan, I would wonder how much people would grill him even more for that. Now, there is one other point in the series where you could say Piccolo did spend an extended time period with Gohan, and that was the period when he was training with Goku for the androids. However, We don't know the dynamics of that. All it could have been was Piccolo training with Goku and then going off into the mountains and meditating or doing Piccolo things as he usually does. Not to mention, Piccolo really doesn't have an excuse not to be there. When Goku was away, it was for two main reasons. He's either training because the world is gonna be destroyed in however much time, or he's dead.
These are literally the only points anyone has ever made because that's all that ever happens in the show. So can somebody be a bad dad if they die and can't raise their son? Like because they're dead, so they can't do it. Is that a reason? I don't think it is, right? I don't think anybody's ever saying that. I don't think anybody's ever saying Goku's dead, so he's not raising his son. I think it's mostly the training part where we have legitimate criticism that he trains too much. But, you know, he's not like the smartest guy. He likes fighting more than he likes his family. I think that's pretty universally known. Can you be a bad dad if you have other passions other than your family? I think that could absolutely be a legitimate critique. I don't think it's people not realizing what they're saying, right? Or just being too stupid to watch the show, or whatever dumb defense you can come up with that just insults the person and doesn't talk about the justifiable. Like, I can say that. I can say if you make a character that cares about X more than family, he is a bad dad because he's putting X above his family. He's not fighting for his family. Like, Naruto would be a fucking fantastic father because he fights for friendship and love. It's in the fucking writing. They write with the power of friendship. He transcends his limits. That's not why Goku transcends his limits. He even siphons people's souls when he needs to, like a goddamn succubus. Spirit bomb. I'm sure you guys are gonna love that one.
What is Piccolo's excuse?
That was a good one.
He's up on Kami's lookout meditating.
He doesn't need an excuse. He's not his dad. What do you mean, what's his excuse? Saying Piccolo's a better father than Goku is because he has no responsibility. He's a fucking alien. That's why it's so cool.
Once again, I don't see a lot of
pulled out
people
my
really
mic.
grilling Piccolo for this behavior at all. Another one of the more
You don't need to
ridiculous
grill him
points
for
that I
anything.
hear a
He's
lot
not
of
his-
people
he's
bring
not his
up
dad.
is that Gohan during the Cell games
Does that fuck
wore
everything up? Does the sound still
Piccolo's
work?
clothes.
Believe in the power of love. Play.
For that shows that Piccolo is Gohan's true father, and that Gohan sees Piccolo as his own true father, or at least the most prominent father figure that he has in his life. Now, I do feel this is kind of a trivial and silly argument because we're like boiling down to who's the better father by what clothes Gohan wears. But even if we take this argument
Who
seriously,
has ever made that argument?
I mean, in the Buu saga, Gohan did the exact same thing with Goku's clothes. So, does that prove that Goku's a good father because Gohan wore his clothes? Not really. Once again, I do find it quite silly, and I guess a more cynical side of me would just say that staunch Piccolo supporters are just grasping at straws.
Staunch Piccolo support. Is this group of people you're creating? I can guarantee you he's more like an uncle, to be honest. Yeah, dude, I can guarantee you we're just joking, dude. You guys don't have to take everything so goddamn serious. Like an uncle figure. He's not even that. He's just a homie, bro. They're just friends.
Now, I don't want anyone to get the impression that I don't think Piccolo has a special bond with Gohan. Obviously, he does. It's clearly shown that Piccolo and Gohan do have a very special
Yeah, man, they
bond.
tight.
And in my opinion, outside of Gohan's family, that means his brother, mom, dad, I think Piccolo is probably the closest person that he is towards outside of his own family. And Piccolo does have legitimate moments where he does seem like a legitimate father to Gohan. Now, of course, there's him sacrificing his life for Gohan. Obviously, that's a huge thing.
Yeah.
But just to compare it back to Goku, I mean, Goku kind of did that twice. But sacrificing yourself obviously shows he cares for Gohan.
Cell up. Got
Besides
blown up.
giving up your own life, which is absolutely enormous, which Goku and Piccolo did both do, there is actually one legitimate moment where I think Piccolo actually outshines Goku. And that is during the Cell games when Cell had him in that lock.
Boom.
Goku was so convinced that Gohan was able to beat Cell because he had seen the hidden power that Gohan possesses when he was training with him in the hyperbolic time chamber. Of course, no one else saw this hidden power, it was just to him, so when Goku was so assured with Gohan's victory, it kind of puzzled everyone else, especially when Gohan was in a very compromised position.
No, he's trying to fucking hype this up. That kid was getting abused by an alien, and his dad smiled and watched. And child Chavez, when this first came out, was horrified. And so, like, he's kind of like misleading a little bit because they actually go pretty in depth about it, showing every moment where they've had Gohan freak out, get mad, and show like incredible strength. So they convince the audience too that it's legitimate. And then after that, you figure out like this just not gonna happen.
But it especially puzzled Piccolo. Despite Goku actually being right about Gohan having the power to destroy Cell, he wasn't actually right about Gohan's mindset, which is actually something that Piccolo got himself. Piccolo said this in his very own words. Gohan is not a fighter. Gohan is not like Goku. He's not like himself. You could almost say this might be Goku's biggest failing because he fails to understand his son to this point. You could say that he was blinded by the fact that he wanted Gohan to beat Cell so bad, that he was so confident in him.
Is that unlike a father to do that to his son? That's the part where obviously Goku is more like the father and Piccolo is more like the best friend that has an outside look. Because it's your son, you're thinking, that's me, basically. Like everybody else is telling you about them, like, yeah, but y'all don't understand. That's basically me. That's a little me. And he's better than me because of these things, like a father does, like he puts him on a pedestal. And that made it more relatable.
Regardless of any of that, he definitely didn't understand the core character of his own son. And Piccolo did.
Yeah, but that's
so
negligible.
At the end of the day, is Piccolo a better father than Goku? Well, the way I've always viewed this is that Piccolo does not have the responsibility of being a father.
Right.
Guys, by no means am I trying to bash Piccolo in this video when I say that he doesn't spend time with Gohan, because quite honestly,
It's not his kid.
Piccolo doesn't have to
It's not
spend
his
time
fucking
with
kid.
Gohan because Gohan is not his son. Yes, maybe he spends less time with Goku, who is his actual father, but that's because Goku is his actual father. But the whole thing about Piccolo being a better father than Goku, yes, I can maybe take that in a very joking and not serious sense.
Can you? Because you really insulted people who say that pretty honestly, I think.
But if we're gonna overanalyze Dragon Ball as I do and overthink things and really get into it, I don't take this seriously at all.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
And yes, guys, I understand that I'm overanalyzing it, but that's kind of what I do in a lot of my videos.
Oh, okay, for sure then.
And if I really want to overanalyze this stuff, there is some misperceived things about this whole Piccolo father thing. But at the end of the day, Piccolo doesn't have the responsibility to do the things he did and to understand
that's why it was so hard,
on the level
though.
that he does. So, for instance, you're still on Piccolo being a better father. Well, you know what? Even though Goku did sacrifice himself 2 times for Gohan, maybe it could be argued that the time that Piccolo sacrificed himself is more meaningful than the 2 times Goku did, because only after 4 months of knowing Gohan, he already have formed a bond with him so strongly that he did that. Something that he really didn't need to do. So guys, those are the arguments.
Thanks, man.
That's what I think.
I really appreciate it. This is actually really fun because if Black and Fist would have never made this video, now in 2022, coming into contact with this argument, I never would have known it existed. So actually, shout out to Black and Fist for making that. I had a fun time with that. I like taking anime seriously sometimes. I don't ever do it at all, like ever in my life, but it's dope that we can do this from time to time on the channel.